All right, simple solutions, number 28, and here are your answers. All right, number 1, fill in the number sentence to make the number sentence true, and this should be less than. But then it says the numbers are the same until the blank place, and that would be the hundreds C. Give yourself a check if you got it. Number 2, the bird flew 1 yard before landing in the tree. How many feet did the bird fly? So you want 1 yard equals how many feet? And that would be 3 feet. Check if you got it. Number 3 says write and solve a number sentence for 7 tripled. Right, so tripled means times 3. So I'll take 2 different number sentences here. You could do 7 plus 7 plus 7, or you can do 7 times 3, which is 21. Either one of those would be correct. All right, number 4, we are looking for the sum, and we have 11,140. Okay, number 5 says, is the measure of angle TOI most likely to be 40, 90, or 120? Well, my go-to is always a 90-degree angle. So here's your 90-degree angle. All right, so if that is 90 degrees, okay, you can mark that one out because our line is obviously longer than that. The other option was 40 degrees. Well, 40 degrees is going to be somewhere on this side because that is shorter than 90 degrees, or it's smaller, so that's not going to be it. Your only option here is 120 degrees. Give yourself a double check if you put obtuse. All right, number 6 is 38,741 to the nearest thousand. Next door is a 7, so this is going to be about 39,000 if you round that to the nearest thousand. All right, number 7, another distributive property here. They're wanting us to do 1,564 times 4. All right, so we're going to break this apart by place value. Multiply each one of these by 4 to get 4 partial products. All right, so 5 times 4 here is 20 with 2 zeros would be 2,000. 6 times 4 is 24 with 1 0, and 4 times 4 is 16. We're going to add these partial products up, and it's 6,256. Number 8, 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, number 9 says for 4 years, Marion collected baseball cards. In year A, she collected 205. In year B, she collected 198. In year C, she collected 302. At the end of year D, she had collected about 900 cards altogether. About how many cards did she collect in year D? So all of the years, A, B, C, and D, all of those were about 900. So we're going to go ahead and estimate from the get-go. Year A was 205, so I'm going to go 200. Year B was 198. I'm going again 200. Year C was 302. I'm going to go 302. And D, you don't know. But what you do know, 300 here, is that they all equal about 900. So 200 is 400, plus 300 is 700, plus D is going to give me 900. Well, D should equal about 200 cards. All right, number 10, first 5 multiples of 9. Well, you start with 9, and then you skip count by 9s 5 times. So 9 times 2, 9 times 3, 9 times 4, and 9 times 5. First 5 multiples of 9. 10, Pete sawed a 6-foot tree into 4 equal sections for firewood. How many inches long was each section? All right, so we need to know 6 feet is is how many inches? Well, there are 12 inches in a foot. 6 times 12. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times a 10 is 60. All right, so we're working with 72 inches total. But now those 72 inches are divided into 4 equal parts. All right, so I can think of a number really close of 4 going into 72. I'm going to come over here and set this up. You can go one time for 32, which would be 8. Each piece is 18 inches. All right, number 12, you're looking for the quotient. 48 divided by 6. Again, you need to think about those multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one came out nice and easy with no remainder. All right, number 13. You have 2 fractions. These fractions' denominators are the same. When that happens, all you do is compare the numerators. And 8 is greater than 6. Now that only happens when your denominators are the same. All right, 14. We have another subtraction problem here. Looks like we're going to have to regroup in every single place value, which is okay. It'll give us extra practice. All right, so the difference is 26,747. All right, so we have angle 15, or for 15, RBT is a right angle. We have to draw that. Okay, so a right angle is a 90-degree angle, which makes a perfect square in the middle. 2 arrows, but you have to label it RBT. Now remember, the letter in the middle is the joining end point, B. Now you can put R up here, you could put T up here. You could put T over here, or you could put R over there. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that B is that joining end point, also known as a vertex.